Hello, salutations, what it do? So that the gamer back at you again. You know the vibes, like, subscribe, let's get it. Got some lunch in me and we back to back. Going back to back. Got some lunch in me, now we're back to back. Now we're back to back. What's up, Durag Nation? I watched the IGN video and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make this a stream. Because these are fire. Plus my Gotham Knight gameplay stream got interrupted. So we can go over that. What I ate? I had mac and cheese. Just started a stream and you just bought Watch Dogs 2. I have not played any of the Watch Dogs. Hope you enjoy it. What's up, Lucky Ray Gun, Jace, Mario Drake, that's Slayer, Bruno the Bully, Treasure Valentine, Happy Grinder. Appreciate you all coming back. Sub Zeke, Sub Breezy, Caleb Stewart, what up, what up? True Adam, Fire Dog. Feel like it's been forever since my last stream. I was watching Better Call Saul. I was in the zone. I'm catching up on Better Call Saul. Eating some mac and cheese. It was good times. They'll cast out your fudge. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. What's up, Gamer Merv? What up, Jet? So these are straight fire. I will say that off rip. Need to watch Better Call Saul? Agreed. Amazing show. Been years since the last stream. You know, same old. Crystal Dynamics still ain't released no new content. Avengers still recycling skins. You know, nothing new. The Night Ops are your favorite? Yeah, the Night Ops are pretty dope. The Shinobi ones are amazing. The Night Ops are amazing. I think I actually like Neon Noir for some of them. Always going to support. I appreciate that. Syria boy, what up? What I really love, yeah, the Night Ops are. I don't like Batgirl's base. I don't like the cowl on Batgirl's Night Ops, but the great thing is it's customizable. All this stuff is customizable, so you can mix and match different styles, and you can adjust the color palette. That's pretty dope. That's really dope. The year ones are amazing for some of them. I love the year ones. Night Ops for sure is fire. Year one, I think the Night Ops, year ones, Shinobis are some of my favorite. I don't know which one it was, but the Batgirl, they showed the Batgirl one I showed on stream last time was my favorite. It's not the Night Ops or the year one, but these are really good. The best Night Ops one really is just Robin and Batgirl, except for the cowl. We going ham and got the nice. Oh, for sure. The Jim Lees. Oh yeah, the Jim Lees are just goated. The Jim Lee ones are absolutely goated. But these are all really good. I don't like the cowls on the Beyond suits. So I'm definitely glad we can customize them. That's the thing. Like, the suits for the most part are fire, but even the parts that you don't like, you can just customize them. That's so dope. You can just customize the parts that you don't like. Like, I don't like the hair on Batgirl's neon noir, so I can change that. Yeah, this one, that's the customization I'm gonna do for the night ops one for Batgirl. I like the open face. What do Kamel? Jason Todd is burly. Very burly. It's a burly boy. I don't like his Eternal suit though. So the way they explained it, you can mix it, you can change up the cowl, the gauntlets, the emblem. I don't think you can take a completely different suit and mix and match it. They did say there are limits to the customizing because they don't want you to put anything too crazy. That's why they gave you some side-by-sides examples of some different customizations you can do. So in these suits, the costumes are also going to have stats related to them. So they made a distinction between these suits and the gear. The suits will give you stats as well, but the gear is separate. So you're going to be looking for gear to, craft your own build. But you're also going to be crafting these suits, and you can customize them. They'll have stats as well, but it'll be a separate thing. And of course you can customize them. There's transmog. You can change the color palette. This is going to be dope. Yeah, her neon. The Batgirl has some fire suits. She looks amazing. Yeah, I definitely am feeling her as my second main for sure. Yeah. Customization, you can do the cowls, you can do the gauntlets, you can do the emblems, the boots. And they give you some examples in the concept art of some of the things that you can change up with these different outfits. Those year ones are pretty gas. So this is the night ops. You can see the different mask options, different cowl options for Robin and Red Hood. You can tell Batgirl's their favorite. Oh, you already know. I was watching an IGN video, and they did a super tight close up of Batgirl's belt area. I was like, yeah, I know what y'all doing. I know exactly what y'all doing. Robin's because they're bred with the hood up. True. And this is a live. Yeah, no live service. She looks very good. The Shinobi ones are so good. Batgirl. The Shinobi ones are so good. Yeah, like, ooh, it's gonna be tough. Night Ops Robin is so fire. The Jim Lee ones are amazing. I think I like the Eternal suit style the least, though Batgirl's is good. Followed by I don't like new. Yeah, I think the Eternal and Neon Noir are my least favorite overall set. But even within the sets, there are some really good ones. And you could always customize them. That's what's so cool. But yeah, I'm really feeling the Shinobi, the Night Ops, and the Year One, and the Jim Lee. I'm really messing with those styles. Only makes sense. Where's Batgirl doing a lot of squats? Yeah, yeah, she is. She does suffer a serious back injury in this universe. So it makes sense that she would be doing extra hard on the leg day. She's actually going to be still doing rehabilitation, and they're going to incorporate some of that tech that helps her, move into the suit she wears. Batgirl, I'm Nightwing, your main. Yeah, people that have been suffering from a lack of hair in a certain Marvel live service game will have no problems here. Batgirl's got all the hair. Of course, here comes Oracle. Yeah. This is an alternate universe tale that they're telling. People were complaining a little bit about her origin, but they wanted to make sure that they were accurate when they decided that they were going to use her and obviously not have her be in a wheelchair. You excited for the game of Suicide Squad? Suicide Squad going to go so hard. Gotham Knights has even better customization than Avengers. I mean, well, yeah, Avengers doesn't have any. Make sure you smash the like button, by the way. Let me put this to the community. That was a very low bar. A very low bar. Put that up. Ooh, poll is live. Drive that engagement up for the algorithm. Any swimsuits? No swimsuit skins for any of these Gotham Knights so far. They do not have any summer skins. Don't think they will. They just a guess. Just a guess. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. So Gotham Knights is getting a big media push pretty much all month long from IGN. So it'll be interesting to see what else they come up with. Dead game. Batgirl, more like Thick Girl, am I right? I wonder if there'll be more playable members in the Suicide Squad game. Yeah, that's the question people are wondering for both Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad. Are they going to expand the base roster? That is the question. Will they add more after launch? Batgirl got some pick on her. Will Suicide Squad add new villains to play as? Will Gotham Knights add new characters? That is the question. Whoever's playing the Batgirl during the 60-minute gameplay should have been more aggressive. Very true. That's one of the reasons why I want to really play it. Because one of the things people were complaining about was the lack of fluidity in the combat. And I'm thinking that if you have a player that is more comfortable with the controls, it'll look very different. Because just looking at this tutorial gameplay, it looked very much like whoever was running it was like still, being very cautious, learning everything. They were doing simple dodges, hitting hitting each attack one at a time. And then a lot of they did a lot of stealth takedowns. So really didn't get to see a lot of the potential combat. Plus, this is still very early in the game. This is like the opening mission in the game. Bye, girl. Gonna be aggressive as well. Wonder how they handle Batman and Suicide Squad. Because he's in the Arkhamverse. Yeah, out of all the characters in Suicide Squad that get brainwashed, we don't see Batman yet. In the trailer, I remember we saw Superman. Obviously, I know we saw Wonder Woman, Flash, but we don't know what's going on with Batman. Knowing Batman, he probably avoided the brainwashing because he had a plan for it. Damian Wayne and Red Hood. Yeah, I'm definitely playing all of them. Hope enemies are more aggressive. Yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, the enemies are pretty stupid in this level. But it could be a function of the difficulty. Any information on color customization. All these suits are customizable. You can change the suit styles. You can change the color palette. Most of the alternate costumes are great. They gave Wonder Woman a bun in Suicide Squad. You don't think Batman is going to be in it? I think Batman is going to be in it for sure. Suicide Squad, I think Batman is definitely popping up. You love a Batman boss man in Suicide Squad. You can't beat him. My theory is that Batman is going to show up later in the Suicide Squad game as an ally that's going to help the Suicide Squad take down the Justice League without killing them. That's my theory. I think Batman is going to somehow have escaped the brainwashing, and he's going to assist the squad. They're going to have like a truce. Do you think if Spider-Man could ever come to Xbox? It's not happening, my friend. Sorry, my friend, it's not happening. But will he have prep time? Batman was born with prep time. Since Suicide Squad is the Arkhamverse, we are most likely going to see Batman maybe in this Nightmare demon form from the end of Arkham Knight, for sure. Suicide Squad takes place after the events of the Arkham City. Yep. After the Arkham trilogy. Yep. You excited for the Wonder Woman game? I am too. It's mostly I'm excited. I mean, obviously I love Wonder Woman and she looks great in the first look, but I'm mainly excited for a current gen DC game that has nothing to do with Batman. I love the Batman verse, but DC, you have other characters, so I'm glad. Gotham Knights has a voice credit for Bruce Wayne. I mean, yeah, he's got the video message. They did, Patrick Redding, the creative director, recently did say Batman is definitely dead, and he is definitely dead at the end of the game. There's obviously a way for that to technically be both true and not true, but that is what the creative director recently said. He said he is definitely dead. When will we get the next update on Marvel's Avenger? Like I said in the last stream, we are waiting until sometime this week. That is the time frame that we got from developer Nick E. What if Alfred beats up Superman? So talk about Alfred's gonna join the team. Definitely think he's alive in Arkhamverse. I'm gonna get their own game before Superman. I mean, technically, Superman has had games before. This is the first. This is the first Wonder Woman game that I remember ever hearing about. Superman has had games in the past. It's just that he hasn't had anything new in quite a while as a solo game. Batman might be dead, but is Bruce Wayne dead? See? Semantics. Jon Snow was dead too, and we see how that turned out. Smashing his auntie. Oof, yes indeed. Who was going to be in multiverses, by the way. His auntie Daenerys. Am I actually playing the game? Yes, I am playing the game with one hand because I'm just so excited with the character model for Batgirl. Ignore the IGN logo. I just put that there to flex. Superman has trash games. Unfortunately, this is true. He's appeared in good games, but his solo games hit or miss. You really shouldn't be telling us that you're getting too. We're all friends here. Superman 64 was so bad. I was there. I was in the store when it first came out. I walked into the game store. I think it was an EB Games at the time. And I saw it on display. I was like, oh, new Superman game. And I played it on the display. And 10 minutes later, I was so disgusted with the game, I left the store. Because we were at the mall, and I was originally there because I wanted to get my mom to buy me a game. I was so disgusted with how terrible that game was. I left the store in anger. I lost my appetite for gaming because of how dog water Superman 64 was. Do I think Batman is dead? Yes. When the creative director says Batman is dead, I believe him. Why they bring back Iron Man 3 for the third time in shipments? That's what I would love to know. I literally tweeted at them if they posted that by mistake. Doing Notorious right now, your Team Targaryen, Fire and Blood. EV Games, what a throwback. Yeah. Just dated myself. They're making a probably good Wonder Woman. They should make a good Superman. Someone finally killed off Batman. It would seem so. He was no match for the Court of Owls. Batman is dead. Bruce Wayne, on the other hand, didn't know the game is out. The game comes out October 25th. Why in the beginning they say Batman is missing? Because you did not see the full preview and cutscenes. They've already said that Batman is dead. They get a message saying that he is dead. The creative director has said that he is dead. They have early access. No, IGN has early access. They have very, very early access. I could still get early access, but as far as I know, they have not started giving early access to content creators yet. Just IGN. Very excited to play as Harley Quinn Suicide Squad. Because you're the only player in the Arkham Knight DLC. Yeah, all the characters look pretty fun in Suicide Squad. I'm definitely maining Captain Boomerang first. Because, you know, gotta show love to the speedsters. I played the end of Arkham Knight. I have not played Arkham Knight yet, but I'm considering playing it. You love a Winter Soldier game? Oh, yeah, I just heard some stuff about another Marvel solo game that's coming out. I'm probably going to make a video about it for Super News. You meaning Deadshot and Captain Boomerang? Yep. I think I'm gonna start with Captain Boomerang. I'm definitely starting with Captain Boomerang, and then I'll probably look at Deadshot. Probably gonna be fun. I mean, Deadshot. Gotham Knights will become live servers. I mean, a game doesn't become live service. It either is or it isn't. And Gotham Knights isn't. They can add expansions and DLCs, but it is not a live service game. How many skins? They showed off 20. IGN showed 28 today. Yeah, he's doing Black Panther. I know. I did a 2 videos on it. I'm talking about a different solo game. That booty. There is a different solo game that I just heard that is in development for Marvel. Not Black Panther. There's still an EA Black Panther one, but there is another one that is reportedly in development. I'm still trying to find out more information about it. There's also the Disney Showcase coming up in September. They confirmed that there's going to be panels and showcases for new Marvel games. So September, definitely going to be doing coverage for that. Doing too much dodging, yeah. Not enough aggression for my taste. If you can make one DLC for Gotham Knights, it would be for Batman. it would be for God of Knowledge Batman, or the Batman who laughs. That'd be I feel like the Batman who laughs would be a fire DLC. Or God of Knowledge Batman with the Mobius chair. Yeah, I definitely would expect them to cover Midnight Suns because it's coming out in the next month. But they could also have Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, the Skydance Media Marvel game. Ezra would be cool. Morbius Batman DLC confirmed. Most likely gonna be Doctor Strange or Wanda. I heard it was the name that I heard floated around is very much not Wanda and Doctor Strange. That's why I want to do some more digging to see if there's anything else. Batman Arkham Knight looks better, more enjoyable than this one. You're just saying that because it's Batman. You're just saying that because it's free and Batman's in it. It's Morbius time. Batman chill. Try to play the trilogy. I'm definitely not playing the trilogy. The only one I skipped was Arkham Knight. Since I can just download Arkham Knight for free, I'll probably play that one before Gotham Knights comes out. I'm definitely not playing the full trilogy. That's crazy. We'll do Arkham Knight, and then we'll lead into it. True Witty, thank you for the 2. Superman game in Smallville.
Screw the rules, I have money.
Like it starts in, like it takes place primarily in Smallville, like a Smallville game or like an origin. I mean, if it's just a Smallville game, I would be all in, because Smallville is one of my favorite shows of all time. Absolutely love Smallville. Organized good gameplay, story is meh. The game company that made Spider-Man as material, who would be their next open world hero? People said Daredevil. Maybe, but I've so far not heard of a Daredevil game currently developed. Except for, it could be the Skydance one. We still don't know what the Skydance one is. That's just crazy. But I did hear the Skydance one could be Daredevil, but I heard it's most likely Fantastic Four. Remember Ralph Fear was talking about it on stream? Arkham Origins was good too. The Arkham Origins would make more sense as a lead-in to Gotham Knights, because Arkham Knight is part of the Arkham trilogy, but it wasn't even developed by the same studio. That was Rocksteady, and it's Arkham Origin is what it was developed by WB Montreal. So it would make sense to do Origins as a lead-in to Gotham Knights, since it's from the same studio. What's my favorite DC and Marvel game? Marvel's Avengers. For both. Marvel's Avengers, best Marvel and DC game of all time. Now for Marvel, it's Miles Morales. For DC, it's Arkham City. Snowy Bat Simulator 2016. You could do Origins, but Gotham Knights beginning is like the end of Arkham Knight. That's true. Also, I don't know if Arkham Origins is free in the PlayStation Store, but I know Arkham Knight definitely is. Batman from Marvel's Avengers. Want to watch Batman vs. Deathstroke again? It's in PS Now. I'm definitely not touching that. Matter of fact, I just pull it up on my TV just to check. Batgirl looks tiny. There's nothing tiny about them legs. She looks normal size for a character in a third-person action game. Yeah, must be a giant thing. Now, Red Hood looks like a giant when he's not in his costume. You'll watch when I start playing Origins. See, we got at least one Origin fan here. Haven't touched Marvel Avengers in a month. Nothing to do. Honestly, I've not touched Avengers either. You see, I had it. Our last stream for Avengers was huge. We actually had almost 500 people when I was streaming an hour ago, and I didn't even play the game. I have not played the game in like a while. I've been playing Multiverses. True Witty with the 5. Thank you, True Witty. Smallville as an RPG. Remember, Kryptonite can give humans powers to hurt. Well, I'm sold. Give me. I'll take a Superman game at this point for last gen, for current gen for sure. But you give me a Smallville game on top of that. Yep, I'm all in. The Arkham Origins. There we go. I can't get Arkham Origins unless I upgrade to premium. So it looks like it's going to be Arkham Knight. Because to get Arkham Origins, I got to upgrade my PlayStation Plus to premium. So we rocking out with Arkham Knight. Her legs are small compared to Chun-Li. Actual tree trunks are small compared to Chun-Li's legs, especially in Street Fighter 6. Holy. Favorite Marvel's Avengers character? Definitely Roy. Roy is best boy. No, it's not premium, it's extra. I just checked. It said it's premium. I already have extra. That's why I said I'd have to upgrade to premium. If it was extra, I'd have it included. It said that Arkham Knight was included because I upgraded to extra, but it said Arkham Origins is premium and I would have to upgrade. Do you think it could be with the new Marvel solo game? I have no idea. The name that I heard was Iron Man, but they said that it is definitely very early in the rumor. Put this firmly in the rumor stage. Batgirl's workout 500 squats a day. Disney Night gameplay wise, the best one. Rhea Ripley has real life Chun-Li thighs. Oh, look that up for research later. For science, of course. Am I excited for John Wick Chapter 4? I'm always excited to see Keanu Reeves do things. Am I hyped to watch the Gotham Knights TV show? Honestly, I don't know how they did just pull the plug on that already. I don't know what they're doing over there. Arkham Knight when the techno mode. That I'm not even gonna watch that show to roast it. That's just a hard pass. My main for Gotham Knights is Robin and then Batgirl. Gotham Knights have more seasons. Flash. Imagine. Nah, they couldn't even squeeze more than 3 seasons out of Batwoman. There's absolutely no way. Zenetsu. Appreciate that sub, but we do right, gang. Zenetsu, definitely top tier swordsman. Says Natalia got thick thighs, but now look here. What? Thick thighs do save lives. Still can't believe we don't have an X-Men game yet. It's coming. It might be a while, but there are There are X-Men games in the works. When will the update for Avengers comes out? I'll let you know as soon as they announce it. How do you like the Harley Quinn series? Love it. That show is very good. I watched the first 3 episodes of the new season on HBO Max. So far, so good. Not too bad. I love that they introduced Nightwing to the season. What rating Arkham Knight? I assume it's T for teen, maybe? Didn't seem, I've looked at it, didn't seem gory or anything. Pull the plug, the Flash, but keep Titans going. More Titans. Think Wolverine is going to be 2024? We'll have to see. Rated M for mature. Emma Frost and Rogue Your Fate. How's most of these shows coming back? Going to be canceled and Gotham Knights remain to be seen. So it seems like this is a Warner Brothers thing over at related to HBO Max. Everyone's talking about Batgirl's movie getting canceled, but they also canceled like 6 other movies. They tried to make it about Batgirl, but they literally canceled like 6 other original movies. Plus they had a animated Scooby-Doo movie that was supposed to come out. They canceled, they scrapped that too. They're just clearing house. They'll take down same like in Arkham Trilogy. Oh yeah. I wouldn't expect them to change too much. It's really crazy that they finished shooting they spent $100 million making this movie, and they thought, and they had so little faith in it that they just like, it's better if we never release it. That's crazy. Yeah, they scrapped the Scooby-Doo, they scrapped Batwoman, Batgirl, and they scrapped 6 other movies that they were planning as originals, including a Chris Rock and a Melissa McCarthy movie. WB going broke? I don't know. They might be. I don't know what's going on. I know they did that Discovery sale, so they're taking over DC. I have no idea what's going on. I guess they're just cut. I guess they just looked at the stuff and was like, no, this is all garbage. We're just cutting it and starting over. And Morbius with the theater. So well, that's Sony. Sony doesn't care about putting out trash. Sony, this is a different company. Sony doesn't care about putting out trash. Sony, the reason why Sony puts out that trash like that is because it's Spider-Man related. All Sony cares about is keeping the film rights to the Spider-Man franchise. So they are obligated to release a certain number of Spider-Man films. That's how that works. Scooby-Doo movies are legit though. I wouldn't go that far. The like original old Scooby-Doo movies were pretty good. I wasn't feeling the live action ones. Snyder Cult is celebrating like this means Snyder coming back. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. You just hear a slander. I'm just speaking the facts. Are they gonna use Batgirl's attacks right off? Can they though? You made $100 million movie. You just said, nah. We're just not gonna release it. I don't know if you can put it under a tax. I don't know if you can put it under a tax write-off. Really bad. Can't release it. Hope they don't cancel Suicide Squad game. I don't see why they would. They just hired a bunch of new people to work on it. Your boss WB from Discovery, and they don't like it. Finish. Discovery, when they took over, specifically said they were looking to expand DC's foothold in the video game space. So I don't think they would do anything to Suicide Squad. Well, they canceled the Flash movie. That one might be hard to come by. They should cancel it. But I think the budget for that one was like 300 million, so they might have to put that one out. Even if the star is on the run from the police. Like combat just slow. I think it's the player. See, that was a nice little combo change. And then he slowly backs up, does his power move, and then he just backs up and just hangs out. I feel like it's something you have to get into the hands of a more experienced gamer to really play around with it. As a person playing, keep walking away. Yeah, because I know part of the mechanic for this boss encounter is that you have to dodge the unblockable shield and then hit him with a power attack while he's vulnerable so that you can get the shield off. But it's like, yeah, not the most exciting combat display. You were surprised that they can't say a woman win a game? I'll be very upset, but yeah. I think it's mainly they're just cutting costs. Yeah, since they directly did say they were looking to get more into the video game space for DC. They felt like DC doesn't have enough. So maybe they're just like, okay, well, all these movies are trash. We're not doing this. We're going to we're just going to focus on gaming and releasing stuff that's good, hopefully. Feel like there's a parry system. There is a parry system. They talked about that previously, but this gameplay didn't showcase it. It just showed the stuff. It showed the different takedowns, different stealth takedowns, and it showed some basic melee combat. Which knight we play as? I'm playing as Robin, Batgirl, Red Hood, and then Nightwing. They're trying to show the enemies are hard to beat. I don't think that's what they were trying to show. I hope not, because they didn't. They showed, okay, well, in this first level, the enemies are really stupid. So most of them you can take down silently. And then the boss, all you have to do is sidestep and then hit him with a power attack and combo him up. Give you a Man of Steel versus Black Adam versus in Blue Beetle movie. Yeah. Trust The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson will save DC. Have faith in The Rock. He will not let us down. I have faith. Wish it was live service. I'm good with this not being live service. I hope Suicide Squad is live service, but good. Yeah, that seems more suited to live service. This doesn't seem suited to live service. This seems more like in line with the other Gotham games, with a little more potential longevity because they do have the looter aspect. It is co-op. But I see this as more of a game. Okay, you get it. You have the base game. Play through the story with all the different characters. Work on your builds. Do some free roam. And then later they release a DLC. At least so it's like this will be open world too. The open world is Gotham. Very big map for Gotham. But it's like Suicide Squad seems more suited to that sort of game because all the characters have guns. There are way more enemies. You see the gameplay was a lot more chaotic. The environments are more open. It's 4 players. That seems like a game that's more suited to live service. Because you have Brainiac's forces, all these aliens. You can definitely see that. You can definitely see, for example, them putting a horde mode in Suicide Squad, where you're just mowing down these waves and waves of these alien enemies. Yeah, just looking at that trailer, Suicide Squad definitely seems like it would be more suited for live service. Imagine all collectibles. Yeah, you know you can have a raid with different bosses that you encounter. You can expand it with new characters. That seems like it would be suited for live service. I would get down with that. Do you think they'll address the mystical leap? They did. They said they based it on the comic books. Red Hood. They wanted to give Red Hood. They wanted to give everyone unique traversal options, and the mystical leap fit in with the Red Hood's origin, Red Hood's lore from the comics of being revived from the Lazarus pit and receiving mystical power as a result of it. So they incorporated that into his hero kit, and that's how it translated for his traversal. All right, Epic. Appreciate you stopping through. But the boss fights are crazy. Suicide Squad. Picture them. It's crazy fighting the Justice League. Yeah, for sure. We saw the trailer. We got to see the Flash. That was probably going to be a crazy boss battle. Wonder Woman. I think Green Lantern is going to be there. That's going to be a fun game. I just know it just looks so fun. And we got 4 players, so Durag Nation, we're going to be rocking out with it. I have a feeling Flash is going to get killed and that he'll be the first boss. It could be. Do I think Damian Al Ghul Wayne will play a part in Gotham Knights? Not in the main story, but maybe as a DLC. They'll bring in Damian. The main story looks like it's going to be, the Court of Owls, and then they're going to have, some other bosses come in. They said they're going to talk more about villains soon, so we'll know. We'll have more information about that not too long from now. Besides Mr. Freeze, my favorite skin set for Gotham Knights so far is probably the Shinobi set. I think all of them are fire. None of them miss. The other sets, some are better than others. Night Ops is really good, but a couple of them I'd want to change around. Same with the Year One. I feel like the Shinobi is the best one overall. Then it's Night Op. I think the Jim Lee is probably the best overall. Then Shinobi. Then Shadow Ops. And then Year One. Then probably Beyond, the Batman Beyond, and then the Eternal one I like the least. So yeah, Neo Noir, then Eternal. When I think they'll drop the Red Hood trailer soon. What about Polka Dot Man? Bruce is dead, but Thomas is alive. There you go. Those Shinobis are so clean. Those skins are so clean. All of them bang. All of them go hard. But I think that Jim Lee overall is the best. Both the Jim Lee and the Shinobi set, in my opinion, don't require any mods whatsoever. They just look amazing, straight up. Some of the other ones is like, I like it, but this one's really good, but this one's good, but I would change this, But the Shinobi and the Jim Lees, those are just like chef's kiss. Night Ops goes hard too. Night Ops, once I do some mods, Night Ops are going to be going stupid. But I gotta customize them. I gotta customize them a bit. Yeah, I saw someone say this was like a mobile game, but I'm like, if this is what a mobile game looks like, I mean, in 2022, that's not an insult. I mean, Genshin Impact is technically a mobile game. I'm like, how many mobile games look like this? How many massive open world action mobile games are there really? How many third-person action mobile games exist that look like this? People just scared of superhero games coming out now. It's just the people saying that are probably just leftovers from the Avengers game. You know, you have leftovers from the Avengers community that are bleeding over to Gotham Knights, and there's like, oh, and there's kind of projecting their Avengers disappointment on the Gotham Knights. Yeah, see, they're not. He's being very passive. I will say. I think that's partly because they're trying to make sure we see everything. You get plenty of screenshots, but this is not someone playing for the purpose of showing the combat to its full potential. You can tell that this is just them trying to slowly showcase all the stuff. What's up, spoiler? People trying to say Suicide Squad is going to be trash, so that's go up. Yeah, those people should not be taken seriously. Thick girl. I have a feeling people are going to spend a lot of time on stairs when they're playing as Batgirl. I wonder if this has a photo mode. My least favorite set is the Eternal set. It's so funny how people literally have Avengers PTSD. Yeah, this is definitely a better looking showcase to me than we got for Nightwing and Red Hood. Nothing still beats that first gameplay demo with Batgirl and Robin when they fought Mr. Freeze. Part of that could be the environment, like we see already. I saw some clipping right there. Her cape, her baton was phasing through her cape. Appreciate the sub. Well, welcome to our gang. I think that's the main disconnect. Like it looks like a PS4 game. It looks very good because PS4 games can look very, very good, as we all know. But it does very much look like a PS4 game, even though we were told last minute that they canceled last gen support. But this very much looks like it was done on a PS4 Pro. Ooh, those takedowns are smooth though. I don't think that means the game is going to be bad by any means, but definitely very clearly, at least the gameplay that they showed so far lately does not look like something you would expect for a game that's only on the current gen hardware. Like compare the graphics to this to something like, you know, Black Myth Wukong, and it's like night and day. What's up, Lou? This very much looks like it was developed on previous gen hardware. It looks good, and maybe a part of that, maybe part of the sacrifices they made for last gen was because of the size of the open world, even if it is only 2-player and it's not crossplay. You know, the environments are, you know, huge, but graphically it's definitely not striking. You know, and we definitely, you know, even within the gameplay, we see some obvious flaws in the settings. So if you're someone who's like really super into graphics, this is definitely not a game that's going to blow you away. But I mean, if you're mainly there for the aesthetics, the gameplay, the story, I think it's going to be good. You enjoy Cyberpunk a lot more than Avengers on PS5. I have still not played Cyberpunk. I refuse. The audio on TV is going to be way tighter. Oh, I'm sure. But it's not going to... I've already set my expectations to where I'm expecting it to look. No matter how good your TV is, it's not going to look like Black Myth Wukong. It's just not. The fact that you can change parts of suits, Terry, okay. Yeah, for sure. Like, I think this is going to be a very fun game. I think people are going to enjoy it for what it is. You know, this is not going to redefine the superhero genre, but I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be really fun. I love what they're doing with the suits and the customization. We'll see. I'm guessing IGN is going to dive into the gear at some point, so we'll see what the gear looking like. We'll look at what they're going to do with villains. Like Wukong's literally about to be myth. You never forgot about it. It's gonna be something you won't be able to forget. Yeah, that's the thing. I think, like, people say it should have been on previous gen. I don't think so. I think Suicide Squad had the right idea. I think they should have said from the beginning, this is only going to be on next gen consoles. That's how you're supposed to do it. And I agree, that's how it should have been. But the problem is that they said is going to be on all platforms. And then 5 months from release, they say, oh, by the way, I know you were looking forward to it if you had a previous gen, but we're not doing it anymore. Like that was a tough one. And then to have that announcement on the same day that you show gameplay that looks like it was shot and recorded on a PS4, it definitely drove some negativity towards the game. What's up, TLA? Like, I understand plans change. They made a decision. It's not like it would be a lie if they released it on launch day and it wasn't on previous gen consoles. It's okay to change. It's okay that things change. It's just the fact that 5 months changing something that major 5 months out is usually a pretty huge red flag. Tells me that something went wrong, very wrong in the development process. But despite that, it still looks pretty good. It's just definitely does not look like a current gen exclusive game. I think it's definitely time to move on from current gen. I think it's definitely past time, especially now we're in 2022. It's definitely time to move on from current gen, from a previous gen. If we're talking about new AAA games going forward, they should definitely be current gen exclusive. Current gen and PC. That's what we're expecting going forward. Am I going to play Evil West? It looks interesting. Stop making PS4 and Xbox games trash then. It's not that they're trash, it's just that we're on a new generation. That's what developers should be focusing on. Taking advantage of that hardware and pushing the envelope. Graphics are whatever to you. You grew up on Sega gameplay is more important. Very true. I appreciate a beautiful game. Obviously, Ghost of Tsushima is my favorite game of all time. Absolutely stunning and gorgeous game. But the best part about it is the story and the gameplay. So as long as that's good, I can overlook the graphics not being super top tier. Midnight Suns is PS4. I mean, that's Midnight Suns. They're different games. Midnight Suns is a single player turn-based card strategy game. it does not need to be excluding anybody. There's no reason for that to be current gen exclusive. Gotham Knights is an open world co-op RPG. they should absolutely be taking advantage of the hardware to the fullest extent that they can. So you want to play Legends mode again? Yeah, if I can figure out a time to fit that in, I'll dive in. I was down for some Legends mode, but mainly been focusing on multiverses lately. I don't know when I'll have time to revisit Legends mode. Gotham Knights be similar to game style to for Suicide Squad be similar to game style to Gotham Knights? Nope. They already showed with the gameplay trailer. They already actually, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's up on my channel somewhere. My reaction to it. But the Suicide Squad gameplay made it very clear it's completely different style than Gotham Knights. It's brighter, it's 4 players, everybody has a gun. There are a lot more enemies. It's very chaotic. The traversal is a lot more involved, I would say. You know, there's more superpowers involved, more wackiness. It looks like a very different gameplay experience. This is not a 2-player stealth game. There won't be a lot of detective and clue solving. Suicide Squad looks like it's going to be just a lot of shooting and hitting stuff. Try playing PS4 after playing 5, can't go back. You won't. True. Don't have space for good. Ghost of Tsushima. I still have plenty of space. Ghost of Tsushima is still on my PlayStation 5. Other games have come and gone. Ghost of Tsushima is still there. So Scott definitely made for PS5. It looks like it for sure. It seems like Arkham trilogy detective scenes. Does that remind you of Sunset Overdrive? Disagree with that, with out with the old and with the new. I mean, that's the nature of progress. You're disagreeing with progress. I understand the people who were used to horse-drawn carriages thought that it was disrespectful to rely on cars instead, but eventually they rode in the car and were like, oh, this is way better. and then they end up getting a car of their own, and now here we are. a car society. It is what it is. Yeah, we've gone through. We're up to the 5th generation. We had the PlayStation 1 that was replaced by the PlayStation 2, which was replaced by the PlayStation 3, which was replaced by the PlayStation 4, and now we're on PlayStation 5. You don't see people saying playing PlayStation 4 is disrespectful to PlayStation 2. It's just the nature of progress. And if PS5s were easier to get, I think we'd hear a lot less complaints about this. But because of all the scarcities and the shortages, it's made everything a lot harder. PS6 I'll be like 35 and 27 now. Which set skins do you like the most? The Jim Lee is so far my favorite, closely followed by the Shinobi set. What's up, Demir? People gotta realize Lashin's not gonna be sport forever. I mean, they should have realized it by now. We're on the PS5. We went through this with the PS2, PS3, PS4. This is how it goes. Hopefully they solve the shortage issue so that more people can easily get the PS5, but that's the nature. Companies can't wait around forever. They gotta take advantage. People have PS5s right now. They want games for them. I just googled PlayStation 5 just to see what's on sale. Bro, I just take back everything I said. Well, not everything I said. PlayStation 5s, you can buy one right now. I just randomly googled it. They're in stock right now. I just randomly googled. I have a stock tracker, so I can get notifications whenever they go on stock. That's how I got my PS5 on launch. By launch, I literally just randomly Google PS5. It's available right now. You can buy one right now. It'll cost you. They got this pretty big bundle. But you could definitely buy one right now. Walmart is selling them right now. You literally go on Walmart you go on Walmart QVC right now and buy a PlayStation 5. The gameplay looks fine for Gotham Knights, but I want to see what the combat looks like in the hands of a more experienced gamer. That's why I wanted to, play around with it myself to kind of get a feel for it. Man, better get with it, get it real over by it. What's up, David? I'm your favorite YouTuber. Oh, I appreciate that. It's always weird that people think I'm when people say that I'm their favorite YouTuber, because I watch a lot of YouTube, and I'm always comparing myself to other YouTubers to see how I can get better. I'm just like, oh man, there's just so many great YouTubers that are just way better than what I'm doing. Like every time Corey Kenshin drops a new video, I'm just like, man, my content sucks. I gotta get on Corey Kenshin's level. Like to see gameplay from all the Knights. I mean, so far we've got gameplay from all the Knights. The one thing that we haven't gotten enough of is Robin. Like we've gotten extended gameplay, extended uninterrupted gameplay of just Batgirl. We've gotten that for Nightwing and Red Hood. We got a little bit of Robin with that first gameplay demo, but it was mostly Batgirl. Robin is the one that hasn't gotten a big extended gameplay showcase. My main is going to be Robin, followed by Batgirl. You're awesome to listen to? Well, thank you. Not Relive, stores out of PS5s. I mean, that's why I honestly cannot remember the last time I bought something from a store. That's the miracle of the internet. You don't have to go to your local store. You can go to a website and they'll send it and they'll ship it to you wherever you live. PS5 at Walmart still costs $7,900. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the one I was looking at was like $700. It was a bundle. The QVC one is around the same price, but you get a lot more with it. Give you credit. You also know your content. Appreciate it. It's definitely expensive. I'm not denying that, but it is available. If you have the bread, you can get a PS5 right now. If you have the bread. On for $649.99. And if you have a stock tracker, you can get one for even cheaper. But right now, if you got the bread, let me see exactly what you get with this QVC bundle. You tell me if it's worth it. So what we got here? Oh, you can also do a payment plan. That's pretty nice. So on the QVC website, it's $879 or 5 easy payments of $176. And you get the PS5, DualSense controller, power cord, HDMI cable, micro USB, a stand, a charging dock, a silicone controller sleeve, a wired headset, a $25 gift card to the PlayStation Store, and 2 vouchers. That's on the QVC website. That seems pretty good. And you can get it in payment plans. Walmart, it's $702. I think this is the Miles Morales bundle. It's like $700. But if you pay for it through a firm, which is easy to get approved for, it's only $66 a month. No, there you go. What's up, Mr. Clean Kids? Your new main game? Yep, can't wait. Probably watch the gameplay 30 times. Yeah, every time I watch it, I pick up something new. But I just really want to get my hands on it myself. I feel like if they let me do a gameplay showcase, I would go crazy. I'd be like, all right, I'd be testing all the stuff. I'd be like, all right, let's see how good this combat really is. But the IGN guy is playing. The IGN all of a sudden. The takedowns look pretty good too. I wonder why tough as nail. I'm guessing tough as nails might refer to durability. Otherwise, I don't see why that's in character proficiency. Syrup buff, they're only supposed to be 4 and 5. That costs double. Yeah, supply and demand. I got mine for 5. I got the disc version. But yeah, supply and demand. At least QVC gives you a bundle. And I'm sure you can get them cheaper elsewhere. It's just like, yeah, right now, gotta pay. Wish they had Gamora as a playable character, Gotham Knights. Looking for a little crossover. Avengers can take the short bus, bro. God, the nice look fire. I mean, you never know. Once October rolls around, you know, we might have cloning labs. We might have Winter Soldier, Ultron, She-Hulk. You never know. Feel like they're working on Nightwing and Red's combat, how fluid it is. But I feel like the game is what it is at this point. I mean, we're only a couple months out, so any tweaks they're making aren't going to be major. This is basically going to be the game. Anyways, the end boss, spoiler alert. Say Gotham Knights scratch and DC is for you. Never played Origins. I haven't played Origins either. They might even get our wilds with some Marvel Zombies. Yeah, that I don't see happening. You know how long people have been asking them to do Marvel Zombie skins for Halloween? They ain't doing it. Any news on who the 2 characters are? Who they might be? What 2 characters for what game? When do you find the Bucky model? Where'd you find the Bucky model you showed earlier on the wallpaper? Google. I did as the UK people say, I did a cheeky Google search. A cheeky Google image search. And found some bloody brilliant character models for the Winter Soldier. I said, that's absolutely legit, bruv. Gotta make that to wallpaper. Then you can't handle. Excuse me, sir. We don't sound like that. I disagree. That's how you sound to me. That's how you sound, bruv. I'm just out here trying to make the peas, ain't it? Dudes always claiming they got girls and money but can't afford to get a PS5. Stop it. I got Steam Origins. Well, I gotta upgrade my PS to premium in order to do it. Is this game on Xbox One? Nope. Back on back, Treasure Valentine. Anyone who thinks that Night Ops Nightwing looks like Winter Soldier with the face mask, I can see it. My copy 2K23. Oh boy. I was actually just reading the blog, breaking down all the new features. I can't buy another 2K, man. That thing too expensive. I can't buy another 2K. I'm trying to get into the Next Maker program, so I don't have to buy 2K. Like right now, it's not worth it for me to buy 2K unless I'm going to make a ton of 2K content. It's just not going to be worth it. But if I get into the Next Maker program for either Gotham Knight, for either Midnight Suns or 2K23, because I talked to the CM about it. So if I get in a Next Maker, then I can get 2K for free. Did British accent again? Wait, what British accent, mate? That's how I talk, bruv. It's that accent, mate, isn't it? Oh, wait, appreciate the peas, bruv. One love. Definitely not using Batgirl's Karen look. Arkham Origins is pretty good. If you have PS Now, that's the only way to get it. Do I became 2K Next Maker? So 2K Next Maker is basically 2K's creator program which gives you access to a bunch of stuff early, including free games. They have applications. I already put my application in, and every couple times a year when they have a new game, usually they look at applications and they review to see who they bring in to the Next Maker program. So I'm hoping to get in one of the next waves of applicants. That way I can get early access to Midnight Suns and 2K23 and all the other stuff. When Captain Marvel comes out in Avengers over Gotham Knights. I mean, yeah, Captain Marvel was coming out in 2023. Gotham Knights is going to be over by then, probably. Unless they're still doing DLCs. Does the Gotham Knights game include DC's Flamebird? DC's Flamebird? Are you talking about characters? The playable characters are pretty much what we got here. Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, and Red Hood. No word yet on DLCs. But then Suicide Squad comes out, so it's over for Avengers. Also true. Man-Bat. So far, no. It's Gotham Knights on PS4, current gen only. They famously canceled last gen support. All outfits are great. Yeah, I'm really loving the outfits. The best part about the outfits to me, not just the aesthetics, or the fact that they're customizable. So if there's something about the outfits you don't like, you can tweak them. That's such a great idea. Dan Becker got some double stuffed cakes. She definitely does a lot of squats. Yeah, we were talking about the Batgirl movie getting canceled. Avengers is like a British dog with 3 legs and living under a bridge. So holy. It's not that bad. I mean, the shipment system is that bad. Holy. They really released the Iron Man 3 skin again for the monthly shipment and try to pass it off as new. I'm like, bruh, are y'all okay? Even Carrot Scraps, who's usually pretty positive when it comes to their Twitter posts, was like, Guys, what's going on? What are you doing? Israel allowed to lose 70% of shows. And it sounds like they're just trimming the fat, getting rid of all the dog water. Here's Gotham Knights gonna have DLC. I would hope so. Yeah, so far I'm trying to see if I can get Patrick Redding to tell me about DLCs. I'll try get him to, I'm trying to get him to give me a little preview. But so far I have not heard anything official about DLCs. Red Hood wearing all bad outfit looks like Arkham Knight. Fallout 76 says that they put old items in a bundle, called them new in the add-on shop. Oh boy. Posted in there too, the face palm, Jeff. Hope the devs still working on Avengers gets paid enough. I've heard that Crystal Dynamics is actually a pretty good place in terms of compensation, so they are well paid. CD and SC are not the ones to make any feature games. They should be cut grass for the football players instead of creating the game. I mean, that's not fair. Crystal Dynamics is good with Tomb Raider. And I think the Legacy of Kain they're working on is going to be good. Especially since Embracer is being very hands-on with that. You see Leary waiting for a Marvel event to drop a trailer to be relevant. Does the Gotham Knights game have any characters associated with Batman Beyond? So far, we know the base characters. This takes place in an alternate universe from the Arkham games, but in a similar time period. So obviously not Batman Beyond era, but you have the Court of Owls as the main villain faction. And so far, the only other villains we know are going to be Mr. Freeze. We don't know it. Obviously, we're assuming Talon, because Talon, one of the Talons is a mini boss they showed later in earlier gameplay. But they're supposed to be doing a showcase on villains coming soon. You get early access from 2K about Midnight Suns. Do you stream? So the way early access works is that there's what they call an embargo period, which is, you know, how long, basically the time where you're allowed to post. Like if they say the embargo is, so for instance, when I got early access to Guardians of the Galaxy, they had different embargo periods. So anytime before this specific date, you can't stream. You can only show this much story content. And then after this date, you're allowed to stream and you can only do this amount of story content. So it's going to depend entirely on the situation. Did I eat breakfast? I didn't. Technically, I did eat breakfast. I had cheese and crackers. And then I basically had cheese and crackers and lunch meat. And then after I streamed Avengers stuff, I had mac and cheese. They're trying to platinum Avengers. Yeah, I did that, I think, last year. Avengers got serious competition. Plus the player base is heading down tremendously. So I got the Knights picked up after Arkham Knight. It seems like it does, but technically speaking, it's a different universe. The story they're telling sounds like it's a follow-up to Arkham Knight, which I'm sure was intentional, but it's technically in another universe. Need a Bleach RPG like Xenoverse. Yeah, I know. I did hear something about a Bleach game potentially being in development. Still waiting to hear more on it though. which would make sense with the anime coming back. Does the Gotham Knights game have Deathstroke? Again, we don't know anything about the villains beyond what they've shown already. They've said that we know that we've seen the Court of Owls, we've seen Mr. Freeze. They've said that the Joker is not in the game. They would not confirm or deny Harley Quinn's in the game. Anything else, we don't know. We're just waiting for the villain showcase. That should give us more information about what other villains we could expect to run into. They also said there's one Riddler clue in Gotham Knights, only one. So I don't expect Riddler to be much a part of it. So more like an Easter egg thing. Min Bad's dead, they said in his gameplay. Emote will with Avengers. Gotham Knights gonna be hype. So much for the community to crap on sometime after its release. Usually it's one of your main anime characters. You're stuck with getting finished the 50 Hives trophy. I've heard people got stuck with that before. Might be a bug, or you just have to keep doing hives. Try doing the Mega Hive, the Elite Hives. Otherwise, it might be a bug. F Riddler has dumb trophies. That's why they only did one. Have I played Multiverses? I have streamed it twice. Definitely check out. I have streamed it twice, and I just dropped a short about it. So definitely check out the channel to see everything that I cover. I'm having a lot of fun with Multiverses, and it's definitely something I'm going to be doing more of. In fact, I need to at some point drop a video about Rick, because it's getting crazy. Would you prefer a third Injustice game or MK12? Neither. I don't care about either game. I would rather have a Doctor Strange solo game. I'd rather have a Superman game, solo game. I'd rather have a open world multiplayer Justice League game. I don't care about any of them at all. Even more Red Hood. More like Mid Hood, am I right? Imagine a Hawk vs. Wolverine game. Could be interesting. Do you think Multiverses will have DLCs? It's not that kind of game. It's basically Smash Brothers Brawlhalla. It's a 100% free to play. You just pay for some of the characters. They're going to be releasing new characters. That's basically going to be how they update the content. And we've already seen a pretty big data mine list of characters that are coming. We know Rick is coming. They got some Rick from Rick and Morty. They had some gameplay of him leaked. There's a bunch of characters coming. Godzilla, Harry Potter, Black Adam, Daenerys Targaryen, Fred Flintstone, Johnny Bravo. They have a ton of characters coming. Avengers probably has the worst skin. Well, the worst of it, add Flash. Yeah, we definitely need a Flash. My main is going to be Robin and Gotham Knights. Multiverse has a ton of potential. Yeah, I heard they're also working on the game, fine-tune the gameplay as well, especially when it comes to hitboxes, which would be a pretty big fix. Paige Buckets tore her ACL. Who's Paige Buckets? For the 3 days you've been trying to get the Jane heroic slot, Might, Valor, and Resolve. Nothing from the Hives and the villains. Very bad RNG. For 3 days. Have you been doing what you've been doing? Saves coming. Yeah, I saw Lejeune did a stream where he was trying to get that role. He was just doing Maestro. He was saves coming the Maestro fight over and over again. He must have streamed it for like 5 hours trying to get that piece with that stat roll, and he didn't get it. And then he ended stream, played it a couple times off stream, and he got it. Paige Buckers, star point guard for UConn. Oh, that sucks. Hope she gets well soon. Multiverse needs to add Superboy. They have Kid Goku with a tail. Imagine. Multiverses. So WB has a lot of characters they can choose from. I don't know what anime characters they have, if any, they have the rights to. My Batgirl in the first gameplay trailer does way more than this one. Keep hearing about Avengers 2. Yeah, that does not look like it's happening. So Beastly. Avengers 2 happened, give it to Insomniac. Nah, Insomniac is doing their own thing. It doesn't have to be Insomniac for everything. Insomniac, excels at their single player stuff. And I'm sure they have other stuff in the works. They could give it to Bungie if you wanted Avengers 2. I'm sure Bungie would know what to do with it. They owe PlayStation some new live service games. Eidos did a good job with Guardians. They did. Too bad the marketing, wasn't very good for it, but it was a really good game. Good job, Avengers 2. Yeah, pre-ordering. That's a good idea. If Bungie's doing it, then maybe we'll talk. Sucker Punch is perfect for a jail game. Agreed. Sucker Punch. I mean, they're perfect for pretty much anything. They've shown range. They can do single player open world. They've proven they can do multiplayer looter. Sucker Punch can do anything. In Sucker Punch we trust. I would rather have Sucker Punch do a Marvel's Avengers 2 or something like that, or Justice League type of thing than Insomniac. How do you feel about MCU's decision not to recast the role of T'Challa? I think it's very stupid, and I definitely see it's something that they reverse course on, because Disney has taken a massive financial hit. Like, their decision making has been really bad. Eventually they're going to realize they're going to have to start listening to the fans. They have a lot of money, but we're seeing the cracks. Like, we're seeing their money is not limitless. They have taken a massive beating. Don't even need Avengers 2. Just need notorious Avengers. Well, the reason why people want Avengers 2 is because they know that the current Avengers can only get so much better. It's inherently limited by the poor engine. So the ceiling is capped. But you do a sequel with a new studio, a new engine that's more suited for multiplayer, and now there's hope again. Can we finish for Avengers removed by CD? It's too late. So part of the problem is that, and the reason why you don't see probably more Marvel games is because Marvel is difficult to deal with. They're a very hands-on company, and that is a very expensive license. And the way game development works, you can't just pass Avengers off to someone else. Like, they would, at that point, they would have to just that would just be saying, okay, we're just shutting the game down. Don't want to see Shuri or Nakia wearing the crown of Wakanda. No, because the MCU needs T'Challa. I thought it was amazing that Black Panther was brought to life on the big screen. I like Shuri, I like Nakia, but it is T'Challa's story, and I don't want them to replace T'Challa if they don't have to. I don't think they need to remove T'Challa from the MCU. A lot of people love T'Challa. They love the character. Far more people love T'Challa than they love Shuri and Nakia. I think T'Challa deserves to be in the MCU. His family has said they want to recast. It's okay to recast him. The fans mostly are saying they want to recast him. I think T'Challa should be in the MCU. You know, if I want to ruin everything, like sit down, I go. You do know that T'Challa wasn't the first or last person to wear the mantle of Black Panther in comics. Yeah, but I don't care about the comics. I'm talking about the MCU. They introduced T'Challa. People loved him. It meant a lot to a lot of people. And then tragedy struck, and Chadwick passed away. So prematurely, the MCU lost T'Challa. So I think they should recast the role. Michael B. Jordan will be sick as a redemption arc. Yeah, I can see that too. Sucks the actor behind it. It's still that, and I know it's going to be sad when watching Wakanda Forever, and you know when his death. Oh, first of all, I hope they handle his death well. I heard a leak. I heard a rumor potentially. I don't know if it's a definite leak, but if it's true, I don't like how he dies in the movie. But I'm sure the send off will be very nice. I know it's animated, but Killmonger in What If showed he'd be a greatest Black Panther. Wakanda Forever looks like a sad movie. Yeah. No, he's a villain, but still. I think a good guy, Michael B. Jordan, would be cool in the role. And they're still doing the Wakanda series for Disney Plus because they're desperate for your subscribers. They need you to subscribe to Disney Plus. They're just throwing more shows out. See what sticks. Didn't Lee say he dies from sickness? Yeah. If that's true, I don't like that at all. Here, remember Will Smith wants to. I'm sorry, Will Smith. No, even if it's no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Will Smith. Hell no. Hell to the no. I do not want him anywhere near. Lots of people were trolling Chadwick because of how much weight he lost. Yeah, well, that's just a lesson. Don't be a dick. if you don't rush to dunk on people on social media for attention, because you never know, that person might be dying. Now, John David Washington, he could be interesting as a new T'Challa. But Will Smith, nah. What are you gonna do? Slap Namor? Atlantis? Nice cheeks. Mostly Will Smith, he's done a lot. I know that Will Smith has done a lot of action films. He would not be good as T'Challa. At all. If they're going to recast T'Challa, he doesn't even make sense because he's too old. He's like 50 years old. If they're recasting T'Challa, it would, but story-wise, they would have to be like his son. Or if they want to do a a multiverse thing, a alternate Earth version. They could kind of do that, but no, Will Smith, no, it would not work. Will Smith's very often Men in Black. Yeah, he can let Will Smith stay over there. Let him do Bad Boys 20 or whatever he's doing. Let him do Hancock 2 if he wants. Stay away from T'Challa. We don't need it. Yeah, they can do a lot with the multiverse. How would I feel as Jade Smith as Miles Morales? The same as I felt about Donald Glover as Prowler. Not happy. I like Jaden Smith. His music is cool. I love Donald Glover. He's a genius. He is not Prowler. That was not good casting. Killmonger under that suit. Sure he made. Ages is a number. No, it is not. Especially when it comes to the law. I don't think we should be comparing Will Smith, Ezra Miller, and Amber Heard. They're in trouble for they're controversial for very, very different reasons. Ain't Danny Glover? Oh, Danny Glover, yes. I was talking about Donald Glover though. This was Deadshot dead. I'm not sure, but even if he isn't, like, we already have a superior Suicide Squad movie. If they're going to continue from the Suicide Squad, it would be the James Gunn version, not the David Ayers version. All controversies are not equal, my friend. We almost had a Nick Cage for Superman. We did. We almost had a Will Smith. Speaking of Will Smith, we almost had Will Smith as Neo instead of Keanu Reeves. It was almost Will Smith and Lawrence Fishburne in The Matrix as Neo and Morpheus. That almost happened. But Will Smith decided that he would rather do Wild Wild West than The Matrix. The rest is history. Amber, Will, and Ezra crossover event. Where's the lock button in this game? Looks stupid facing away from the enemy. We'll have to find out when we actually get a hands on the game. I have a Fantastic Four fan cast. Not in particular. Can't wait till Wild Wild West Revolutions. Black Neo. Are you expecting Aqualad to be teased in WB's Aquaman 2? Probably. I can see them going in that direction. I mean, they're cleaning house, so I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're going to continue with the Jason Momoa. They might reboot the whole thing. So it's really no way to tell. They're purging movies right now, left and right. We have no idea what they're going to do with the extended universe. So anything's on the table. Well, I've heard that Doctor Doom is already pretty much a done deal for the MCU. So if they're bringing in Doctor Doom, I just hope they do him correctly. Doctor Doom, and then, which makes sense given the whole Kang Dynasty thing that they have going on. So they're bringing in Doctor Doom. And then once you have the Fantastic Four in there, I mean, you could always try to make Galactus work as the next big bad after they're done with Kang. Screw reboot off. Yeah, I think they need to just look at Black Adam, see how that does, and just build from there. build around the Rock's cinematic universe in DC. Because I saw the Shazam 2 trailer, and not gonna lie, that movie looks bad. That movie looked real bad. As Doctor Doom has cinematic shot focus. Well, the question is, will the MCU succeed where previous Fantastic Four films have failed? That is the question. Here's just Michael Taylor. Welcome to Do Rag Gang. The last time we saw Doctor Doom in live action was Fan 4-Stick. that did not go well. Hopefully they MCU does a better job. How about Caleb McLaughlin as Miles, the guy who plays Lucas Sinclair? That could be cool. I can see him as a Miles. Doom should just kill Kang so easy as his introduction. You're only watching Shazam for Megan Cakes. The RCU Rock Cinematic Universe. There we go. No, I want to see someone else against Fantastic Four like Marvel's nice. Nah, I like the they're doing Kang Dynasty. So gotta bring in Doctor Doom. I like Doctor Doom. I think he's a great character, and I think he deserves to be done correctly. He's an amazing character. He just needs to be done correctly, and I think fans deserve to have a competently done Doctor Doom. Just give you Henry Cavill Superman. It's so, bro, this is so simple, man. Just make Man of Steel 2. But WB want to do all this weird stuff. It's like, just do Man of Steel 2. It really wasn't that complicated. Doctor Doom should be the big bad. Not necessarily, because Doctor Doom is more complicated than just a big bad. Like, inherently, he's doing what he's doing because he thinks it's for the betterment of his people. Superman versus Black Adam soon? I hope so. And I'm sure the MCU will reflect that as well. Because they, in general, like to do that with their villains. They like to have their villains kind of redeemable. I look forward to seeing the rumors are true about the Legion of Heroes TV show. I haven't heard anything about it, but I'm hoping that HBO figures out what they're doing, what they're programming. If they're purging all this stuff, I hope that they're doing it. They're doing it for a good cause. I know the Last of Us show is still coming, and they're saying the right things. You know, they're saying it's very faithful to the games. We'll see. But because I like HBO, it's not bad. But they do have some dog water on that platform. So I'm rooting for them. How I feel about the rumored Green Lantern HBO show? I felt like John Diggle definitely got a raw deal in the Arrowverse. So I hope that we get, at the very least, I hope we get a good Jon Stewart at some point. That's mainly what I want. Honestly, you know what HBO Max should do? They're probably not going to do this, but they should just take the Arrowverse from the CW and just reboot it, but do it right. You know, the quality of Superman and Lois, bring that to the new Arrowverse. What happened to Diggle playing Green Lantern? I mean, well, the Arrowverse is pretty much dead, so I don't think we're going to see Diggle as Green Lantern. They teased it, but nothing ever came of it. But I think HBO Max should swoop in. Just take it off. bring back Stephen Amell. I don't know if Grant Gustin wants to do it anymore, but bring back Stephen. Just do it right. Just focus on good quality storytelling. Don't CW any of it up. That's what show going to become mid since Abby appears. I don't think it's going to go up to Abby, fortunately. Avengers not like using lotion for a year, living in a sweatbox. Arrowverse 2.0. Alien just tweeted about it too. My girl, Alien fire. Oh boy. Someone out here actually sipping for that Iron Man 3 Avenger skin. Holy. The Rockets, Black Iron vs. Henry Cavill Supes, the legend battle coming. Grizzlies, TSW, Stargirl. I have no idea. Stargirl was okay, but I mean, I feel like the CW is burning down to the ground in front of us. I don't know where to go from here. I mean, they still got Superman and Lois. I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm gonna dip out though. Appreciate everyone for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, Avengers has some actual news for us, and hopefully it's good. I'll have some more multiverses content soon as well. I'm Scott the Gamer, signing out.